All right, good morning again. Today I said we will discuss the Blue Book, how to use the Blue Book with an example. I hope you can see my screen. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Right, first, before that is more or less the problem with what I will discuss with you fully from the start to the end. But before that, let me first talk about the Blue Book. This book is a book what will help you a lot with different things when you're in the industry, when you're busy to design something, and it is very important to know how it works, especially when you are in the industry. Now, if you open it, some guys have maybe already opened it, you will see your first part talking about the properties and of the structures and things that you can do. Most of that things you using this in the design and part of things. We will not touch on the first chapter here, but you can go through that. There's a lot of things like the tolerance on your thickness of plates, all that thing also with your final design. This here in your design drawings, you can this book can you also use for a lot of things. Where we will going and on the second part of the book, what we call the sections and the properties. That is what we will do. Now, if you turn the one to page 2.2, you will see there on the top, you're talking about I sections, parallel flange. And here you show you the drawing, how it looks is, and with all the dimensions, what is mean by each one. And on the other corner, can you see there is show you either I-beam is standing in this way when we're working through XX, and that is YY. And depend on how your I section is standing, and if you're standing the other way, then you can turn your book also and you can see, okay, now I must read YY. Now, if you check here, and I will come later by the example more in detail, this is how you can describe the I section in the first column. Then you have your mass, your real height, your real breadth, the thickness, or the radius for your corners there. Then you have your area here. On the next page, you say about XX and about YY. You see, there's your I. What I said to you, let me make it a little bigger for you. I hope you have your books in front of you. There's your I. And then I also say we're working with ZE, the effective one. This is through YY, and that is through XX, and this is through YY. But we will come now to it. And so if you turn to the next page, you will see there's a lot of sections, I sections there. And then if you're coming at page 2.6, you say also here, you say it's a H section. Depend on every time in the problem, you will indicate to you which type of profile must you use. If you turn to the next page, you will see that is a page which maybe blank with your guys. What I said to the ladies here in front to hand out for you a piece of paper to put in there, because some of the books have a blank page here. But that is your I section, and it's taper flange. The only the difference is parallel flange, that part there is now taper here for this one. That one is parallel, it is straight there. All right. When you turn to the next page, you will see when we talk about the channels, and there everything is there for you. The next page, we say angles, equal legs. It means the legs are equal. And then when you come in, and there you will see here on the right-hand side is if you're standing like this, there is now my XX, there's my YY. It can turn and you can stand like this when you're working through your VV here. All right, but you come to all those things later on. And then is still equal legs. And then the last one, what we will doing on the angles is the one what is not unequal legs. That is the ones what we will deal with in this semester with your guys. And then from page 218 onwards is things what you can use. You will see in the back of a book is the welding and parts and things. You can also go there. You also what you have learned in what you call it in graphics, your bolts and nuts and things. Everything is in here in the book. That's why it's a very nice book to have. Right, but okay, let we move to our problem. Right. In our problem here, there is two ways that the guys can draw it for you. This is the one way, and the other one, he draw it for you clearly the way it is in the book. He can draw it also for you, say like this. It's then only to show you that there is a thickness in materials, and you must always include the thickness. That is very important. Okay, in this case, he say to you, you have a parallel flange 352 by 171. It is a parallel flange, I section, and then you have also a channel 300 by 100. Okay, the question is, calculate the second moment of area about my neutral rod. That, let me say we're working from the bottom, we're working from here. That means I want at my neutral there, want to calculate what is the section moment of area. First, in all these problems, what I first must do is I must calculate by y. This is first what I must do. Right, and we know now by y is equal to the sum area y divided by area total. Right. Okay. Now, if you open now your book on the one, let's say, let me start with the I section, parallel flange. Now, important here is, people, if you open your book, I have it somewhere a little bit bigger. Let me choose that one. Right, if you open your book, now, this part here, let me first talk about this free part here. That 352 and the 171, that indicate you that is the real height. You must listen now very carefully. That is the real height, and this is the real breadth. That's why, if you go and you look into your in your blue book, you're looking for the height, the real height. This one is here, the real height. Make it a little bit bigger for you. You're looking there for the real height, and you see real height is 352, and you have your 171 is your breadth. But if you check here, right on the left, that is your description of it. The guys can say to you that this one here is also 356 by 171 by 45 kilogram per meter. He also can indicate this to you. Now, people, it's important. Can you see the difference between this height and this height? If you use this one, automatically you will get the wrong answer. Every time when you're working with your profiles, you're looking in the tables. If it's a channel, if it is what it is, you're always looking to and check what is the real height and the real breadth. That's the most important one. Everyone understand that. Everyone. Some people, if you have a question, you must ask now. It sounds for me, it's quiet. If I can see any hands. No, I do not see any hands. That means everyone is happy so far. Okay. Now, in that part now here, I have drawn a line here for you. In the part here now, I go directly to the right and there's the area. And under it is then the area for my I section will be 5.7 times 10 to the power 3 in millimeters. Right, it means now it is 5.7 times 10 to the power 3. All right. Now multiply his height. This height here is 352. 352 divided by 2 because that's what I know. Now here is what it is here. This one here. All right. Everyone, you agree with me? You happy?
Yes,
right.
sir.
Okay. Right. Plus, now we're going to the next one, and that is, where is it? That is my channel. Who can tell me for that channel what is the area? Who can tell me what is the area for that channel? Anybody? Come, I want to hear from your guys. Who can tell me what is the area for that channel? Come, people, anybody? Anybody tell me? You're going now to your channel. You say your channel is a 300 by 100. Right. Go to my channel. I start looking here in my H to 300. Right at the bottom is the 300. And there is my 100. That means my area is 5.76. Is it right? 5.76 times 10 to the power 3. Plus. No, not plus, multiply, sorry. Multiply. Right. Now important is, what is my H? That is now important things. And people, now, that's why I say to you, when you have your book now here, there's mine. Here's the book. Now, in this case here, your channel is standing in this direction. This direction. Now, can you see his centroid is going here? Is here. This is his centroid. There. And we know, we want, if I can draw it for you somewhere here. There is his centroid. We're working from here. We want to know what is this distance. That is my from the bottom. That is my y there. But I'm looking for this one now here for here. Now we know from here to that point there is 352. That we know. If you check in your book, you will see from the bottom till that point there's a distance what we call AY. But it's from the bottom till the top, AY. Can you see? AY. That means this part here is AY. That part is AY. That means my Y here will be 352 plus. When I go and check in my part here, AY, I see AY here. By looking through AY, I see it's 30.6. That means plus 30.6. Right, and that is that one. Divide by my total area, which is 5.7 times 10 to the power 3 plus 5.76 times 10 to the power 3. Right. Okay, please calculate for me and tell me what is the answer. Some people, I want you to calculate for me and tell me what is the answer.
So I got 279.841.
279.841
Yes, sir.
41 millimeters. That was from the bottom. Right, is everyone happy on this answer? Some people, can I hear from anybody else? Are you happy with this answer?
Sir,
Yes.
why did on A1? Why did you say it's 30.6?
Because I read it from a book. It's what I say to you. If you can you see this drawing here? You have my pen. Can you see this drawing here? Or,
Yes,
okay, but in your book, you have this drawing. You agree?
yes,
Okay. Can you see his centroid? He showed for you where the Y there. His centroid is going there. Can you see?
yes,
You see, that means from there to my centroid is a y. Remember, people, you cannot say it is this height divided by 2 because here is no material in this, inside here. The thing is not symmetrical. Can you see? That means from this point here, from the bottom here till my centroid, it's a distance AY. And if I check in my tables, AY, I read it, I say it's 50.6.
I think so.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Sorry, sir.
Yes.
Oh, I missed the point where you say where we get our reference to get a 30.6.
Yeah. Come again. What's your question?
My question: how do we know that to identify that 30.6? Like which reference are we using? I missed
Okay.
that point you explained.
Okay. But that's why I said to you in your book. See, in your book, it's standing like this. Can you see? Standing like this. He show you here. He say to you for this channel, your centroid. If it's standing like this, it go here. It's right in the center. But if you turn it, then your centroid is here where YY, and there's a distance AY from there till there. This is where I get that AY. You understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you didn't clear for me that you're 100%.
Okay. My question was like when we they give us that problem.
Yeah.
So how to identify that we're gonna use maybe this line when we gonna identify our AY. That was my problem. My question.
You mean verse line? Yeah.
I mean the channel to use, or it will be given to us.
Yeah. On the end of the day, the problem will look like this. He will give you a verse. He will give you a verse,
Oh,
and
okay.
then he will say, "This is the question." Automatically,
Okay.
you can working from the top or you can working from the bottom. Don't matter. Don't matter. But
Yes.
that's why I draw it here also for you. That means for the I section, we know if the centroid is here, right in the center. You agree? But if you check in your book, you will see if that channel is standing like this, that means my centroid is there, and this is where my distance there is AY. Because sometimes what happens, the guys take this whole length and divide it by 2. You cannot do that because here is no material inside here. I answer you now.
Yes, sir. I got it. Thanks.
Okay, all right. Okay, people, are you happy with this answer of 79.841? Everyone happy with that answer? Right, let me move. Now I must calculate my second moment of area through my neutral through XX is equals to is I plus AH square, that is for my I section, plus I plus AH square for my channel. Right. Okay. In your blue book, who can tell me now what is I for the I section? Who can tell me what is I? I is equals to what? This I for my I section is equals to what? Anybody? I'll show you now how to check where is which one to use. Remember, we're working through XX. That means we're working through XX. Right. And the one that we're working is 352 by 171. I check there on that line on the other page. What is my I? It is 121. You agree? 121 times 10 to the power 6 plus the area we know what is the area. Where's the area now? 5.7 times 10 to the power 3 multiply my h. Now again, people, you have your I section. All right, there's my I section. We're working from here. We're working from here. All right. Right, and somewhere here is my neutral. That is my by y. And we know a centroid is here for that one. That means we're looking for, that is my H for my I section. We're looking for that one. That means, as I said yesterday to you, that is your by y, what is 279.841 minus 352 divided by 2. Right. Everyone agree with that? Everyone agree? That is my my h is by y minus 352 divided by 2.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Then now, who can tell me what is I now for my channel? Who can tell me what is I now for my channel? Come, people,
So-
anybody? Yes? It's
Is
what?
it 81.7 times 10 to the 6?
It is what?
81.7.
Okay, now you see, now what you must do is this. Check.
Oh, no.
that's-
It's
Yeah.
about the y. Sorry, it's 5.67.
Yes. 5.67 times 10 to the power 6. Remember, people, this one is XX and this one is YY. That's why I say to you, turn your book when you can clearly see how it goes there. Right. Plus the 5.776 times 10 to the power 3. And now you have your, again now for my channel, I can draw it again for you. Here's my channel. We're working from here. Here's my XX, right? And we know this is neutral, and the neutral is here. This one is my by Y and this is what I'm looking for. Looking for this part. That will be my H. Okay, right. Now again, when we say it is by Y 279.84 minus 352 minus 30.6 square. You agree? Is that my H? Is that my H?
Yes, sir.
Right. Then calculate for me and tell me what is the answer for I.
So I got 248.955 times 10 to the 6.
Come again, 2, 4,
8,
8.955
955.
times 10 to the power 6.
Yes, sir.
6 millimeter 4. People, can anybody confirm, is that answer correct?
I said,
Huh? It's correct.
I have a
I can't hear you.
question. Uh, on 5.6 exponent, the area of the first area on the equation, is it times 10 to the exponent 2 or 3? Because I can't see very well.
First one
Yeah,
is 2 power 3.
all right.
Right, people, is that answer correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, good, thank you. All right, people, can you see this is what you have asked in this question? Now, what I said yesterday to you, the next part, what we also maybe can ask you is to calculate the least section modulus from the top and from the bottom. That we know, say we say from the bottom, it's I over by Y. Then you will say it is 248.955 times 10 to the power 6 divide by, and your by Y from the bottom was 279.841, and you can get your answer. All right. Say you say when you have also from the top, again it is A over by Y. That means it's 248.955 times 10 to the power 6. And then you must calculate your by Y from the bottom. And then we will know it is 352 plus the 100 of the length of my of my channel minus 279.841, and you will have what you answer here. All right, quickly calculate that for me and tell me what is the answer for from the bottom and from the top.
So I got 889.630.
889.360
No,
10 to the power
63.
or
10 to the power 3.
3 10 to the power 3.
Yes, sir.
And that was millimeter cube. All right, the next one.
One 1.446 times 10 to the power 6.
1.446 times 10 to the power 6 millimeter cube. Right, people, this is all what I can ask you in the exam according to this chapter.
Isaac,
Yes.
can you go up? Yes. How did we obtain 2798.841?
But that is my by y. That's my by y what I have calculated here.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So any other questions regarding this problem? Everyone happy? Now, people, if this problem was maybe in the exam, let me quickly show you. You will get, it will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, plus minus 13 marks. For this one count if I ask you all this. And that is a very, I say, there's only 2 profiles. But if you go and check in the tutorials, you will see there is one what is a 3, 4. That means that every time is more marks. That's why I say I can have one there, but I can count 50 marks on the end of the day. All right. Okay. One other thing is in these problems is, say we have the same one now here, the same problem, same one. But I turn the channel here. Right, stand like this. Everything stay the same. Everything stay the same. There's only one thing what changes. Only one thing what changes. If we're going back to by y, for this one, it will be 100% the same. 5.7 times 10 to the power 3 times 352 over 2. All right, because that one is again 352 times 171, and that one is again 300 by 100. All right, okay. Plus, now for this one, it stay the same. It stay the same. 5.76 times 10 to the power 3. But when it comes now to y, we know the centroid is here. The distance is from there till there. That's AY. Okay. When I coming to this, it means now I standing here. I'm again here. Right. From here to that point there is 352. Right, but can you see there is a thickness? And when you go back to your tables, you see that thickness, you call it TW. That means there's a TW there. And if I go and check on my one, what is TW, I realize TW is 9. That means in the case here, it is 352 plus 9. All right, minus 30.6. Because I want this distance. That is my Y for my channel. I want this distance. Important is that 9 is that thickness. That thickness W. People, you must include it. Sometimes people send to me and say, I do not get the right answer. Directly, I go and check in your problem. Do you have include that 9, that thickness? If you did not include that thickness, automatically your problem is wrong. Your problem is wrong. And in this case, can you see now if your by Y is wrong, the rest of your problem is totally wrong. Okay. Any questions up to this point?
Sir,
Yes.
can you please go back to the last page that you used?
The last page I have used. This one.
Yeah, can you go up? Why did you divide 352 by 2?
For this one.
Yes.
Yeah, but because for your I section, the I section is height is 352. You agree? His centroid for the I section is right in the center. That means from here to that point is 352 divided by 2.
Thanks, sir.
Okay. Right. Any other questions? Right, people, if there's no other questions, let me go into the tutorials and check which one is a nice one there. You will see the one what I tried to explain to you, it's here also. This is the one what I'm talking about. Is this one here, where you must include the thickness. All right. Let me go into a more nice one. Let me try this one. This one, number 9 here, inverted. Decide you for the section shown below, calculate the section modulus about XX from the top and from the bottom. Directly, your section modulus means you must calculate Z. All right, okay. Now, come people, let we start and work together and see if we can finish this problem. And you have another good example. Right, in the case here, you have 2 I sections with a plate there on top. There's a plate there. There's a plate. Plus you have a channel here. All right, you have a channel here. He said to you, the plate is 450 millimeters by 30 millimeters. He said to you, this is a I section parallel 457 by 191 by 74 kilograms per meter. I section parallel. And then you have a channel here, 300 by 100 by 45.5 kilogram meter. Right, and the question say you want the least, say the least section modulus from top and bottom. Right, that is the one out of your tutorials. All right, tell me, do you want to working from the bottom or from the top? You can tell me now. Must be working from the bottom or from the top? Huh?
From the bottom.
Bottom.
Bottom. All right. All right, that we're working from here. X-axis from here. Right. First, what we must calculate is by y. Okay, by y is some area y divided by AT. And people, you must tell me now, what is it? I do not have the answer in front of me, and I will not check. I will only check quickly in my book, but I want to hear from your guys. What is the answers? Right, let me first start. We say we start with a channel, 300 by 100. Who can tell me what is his area? 300 by 100, 45.5. What is his area? Come, let me work together. What is his area?
5.76.
5.76 to the power. Remember, to the power, okay? People, I do not want to hear every time only one guy. I want the rest also to be part of this class, please. Right, multiply. Who can tell me what is y? What is y? Do not say to me it's 300. Say to me it's this plus that minus that or something like that, or this divide by 2 or something like that. Who can tell me what is y? And come, people, take a chance that you can know. You know. Do not sit there and only copy. Anybody?
80.6.
It's what?
80.6.
It's 30.6. I 100% agree with you. That is part of it. Remember now. Here's my channel. This is my channel. I'm working from here. Here is my center. From where to where is a distance AY. But I want this distance. That one. That will be what?
300 minus AY.
100 minus 30.6.
100 minus?
80.6.
Right. 100 minus 30.6. Everyone agree with that? Everyone agree with that? All right. Okay, good. Okay. All right. Plus, when we're going to the I sections, there's 2 I sections. Right. Okay, you say 457 by 191 by 74. I section parallel. Okay, who can tell me what is the area? 457. Four, 5, 7, 191, 74. Right. Who can tell me what is the area?
9.51.
9.51
times 10 over 3.
All right. Very good. Right. Now I want to know what is y. Y is equals to what? equals to what? You can tell me what is y? Anybody tell me what is y?
So is it 457 divided by 2, and then you also add the 300 on it,
300. Why 300?
because we're working from the bottom.
Okay, working from the bottom, what's the distance from here to here? From here to here.
100, sir.
It's 100.
Oh, I looked at the long measurement. So,
Okay,
okay.
right,
yes.
right. 100 plus. What is the real height for this one? What's the real height for this one?
191.
No, that's the 191. Tell me, say this divided by this.
191 divided by 2.
No, that's not right.
457 divided by 2.
5.
7 divided by 2.
You 100% sure it is 457.
Yes, sir. Gonna go up, sir.
Huh?
No,
What is
it's
it?
191, sir.
457.2.
457.2
I forgot the point.
divided by 2.
Divided by 2.
People, I can tell you this comma 2 makes a huge difference. Again, what I say in your blue book, he say to you 547.191.74. You check there, what's the real height? The real height is 457.2. And that you divide by 2. Okay. Everyone agree with that? Everyone happy?
Yes, sir.
Right. When you come to the plate is 450 times 50. That is his area. Okay, who can tell me now, for the plate, what is y for the plate? Working from the bottom.
Sir,
Yes.
I think it's going to be 100 plus
100.
457.2.
Is it only
457 plus
is it only what is it? 457.2
plus 0.2
plus
minus.
no, not minus,
Yeah,
plus.
plus 30 divided by 2.
Well done. Right, people. Everyone happy on this y here? Remember,
Yes.
457.2 is not 457. And you can go tonight, or when you have time, and do it with 457. You will see your answer is totally wrong. Okay, right, then divide. Area total is 5.76 times 10 to the power 3 plus 2 times 9.51 times 10 to the power 3 plus 450 times 50. Right. Calculate and tell me what is the answer. Anybody have an answer for me?
So I got 343.76.
You get what? 4,
343.
343.76.
7. Yes, sir. But I'm not sure.
I'm
Also,
also,
it's
okay. Some people, anybody else? You want the answer? Anybody? Answer?
so
Yes.
I went over my calculation again. I saw I forgot another 0 by the 100. It's 375.51.
375.51 millimeters from the bottom. Right. I think that is more the right answer, more or less. Okay. Looks like it's only me and one guy or two guys or three guys in this class. The rest is only passengers. Right. Now, let me continue. Now you must calculate I. IXX through the neutral. It's I plus AH square, that is for my channel, plus 2 times I plus AH square, that is for my I section, plus I plus AH square, and that is for my plate. Right, that is what we need now. Okay, let me start. Who can tell me what is I for my channel? 300 by 100. What is I for my channel?
Say,
Yes,
why did you times by 2 on the I?
because there is two I's. There's an I here and there's an I there. It's two I sections.
Thanks.
Okay. Right. Anybody can tell me what is I for the channel?
So is it 5.67 times 10 to the 6? That's fine.
No,
Yeah.
no. Area, not I, area. 576 times 10 to the power 3. Oh, sorry. I'm fast asleep. It's I. You're right. 5.67. Sorry, I'm fast asleep. Right. Okay. Plus the area, what we have already done is 5.76 times 10 to the power 3. Then my H, will be what? My h will be,
So
yes,
the I is times 10 to the 6. I is times 10 to the 6, not 3.
thank you. Right. When we come by my y, what's my h? My h is my by y, 375.51 minus 100 minus 100. That then will be 30.6 plus 6. Okay, square plus. I hope that is right. 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 When I want, now when you have 2 times, you can tell me what is I for my I sections, 457 by 191, 457, 191, 74. What is my I? Anybody who can tell me what is my I?
Two, 7, 4
No,
times 10 to the 6. Is it not?
Nope.
Okay.
that is not right.
Three, 3, 4.
334 times 10 to the power 6. Plus, we know the area, we have done that already, 9.51 times 10 to the power 3. Right, when h is equals to what? You can tell me what is h? H will be what? Will be what? 375.51 minus 100 minus 457.2 divided by 2. Plus. I'm right or wrong? Remember what I said yesterday. Always your h is always equals to by y minus y. Right, remember that. Right, everyone happy up to this point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we're coming to the plate. Now we know for the plate that 8 here for the plate, we cannot read it from the tables, that is BH cubed over 12. Now in the plate, who can tell me what is, if a 450 over 50B? What is B in the formula? In this case, it will be what will B be?
It will be the 450, sir.
450 times 50 cubed over 12 plus area is 450 times 50. Right, when you come to the h, H again is my by Y 375.51 minus my Y. My Y in this case was 100 minus 457.2 minus 50 divided by 2 square. Right, I think that is everything. Then you can calculate now for me and tell me what is the answer. If you have an answer, you can scream to me. Anybody answer?
Sir,
Yes.
I got 1.779 times 10 to the 9. It's quite high.
People check for me this answer.
Uh, 1.778 times 10 exponent 9.
Okay, that is the same as what's standing there. Right, everyone happy on this answer? Then you must answer the rest of the question. You want the least section modulus from the top or from the bottom. Then you say your Z from the bottom is equals to I over Y by Y is equals to 1779 times 10 to the power 9 divide by, what was it, 375.51. You tell me what is the answer there. Then from the top, it's again I over by Y. It is 1.779 times 10 to the power 9. And then the total height will be 100 plus 457.2 plus 50 divide minus what is 375.51. And then you get the answer for me. Right, then tell me what is the answer for these section modulus from the bottom and from the top.
So from the bottom, I got 4.7375.
4.7365, yes, times 10 to the power.
7
Power?
times 10, 6.
6 millimeters cube. Right. Then for the other one.
Eight 8.404 times 10 to the 6.
404 times 10 to the power 6 millimeters cube. Right, people, if that was a question in the exam, fully 20 marks for this one. Can you see? This is why this chapter, most of the guys think this is not an important chapter, but it's a very, very important chapter when you are in the industry. You will working with this type of things. I can guarantee you that. I know you're mechatronics, but you will still at one, sometimes in your career, you will must decide on a certain profile, and then you must start calculating and all that type of things. Okay. That means you have now, I have done that to you with your two good examples. Now it's in your hands. For next week, please people try the problems out of the tutorials and let me work through it. And then next week, when next week Wednesday, then we can look into it and you can indicate to me which one you struggle with, and then I can help you with that one. Right. Any questions from anybody else before I say goodbye and enjoy your weekend? Okay, people, then I will stop the recording now.
So, what time
Yeah.
are you leaving campus today? So I can come get some.
If you want to come for a recording